Wow, it's 2 in the morning. Let's see here. Am I actually streaming? Yep. So, welcome to the City of Tomorrow. Actually, we're going to talk about time travel in this episode. In this live stream. So, there's several rules that every time traveler should follow. Yeah. First of all, interacting with the past changes the future. So, ever hear that, I don't know, that one movie that has this teleporting building that goes to different dimensions and everything? It's like a game, actually. It's like if you play a Fallout game and you try different areas, except for you don't know whose data you're loading, or in this case, any game itself. Or if you forget what the hell you're doing in one game, you could just do something else in another. There's billions of files, if you think about it. Billions upon billions. Actually, it is infinite, really. And when you look at it, it gets to a point where it's like, holy crap. The reason why I know this is because I was able to actually go to another dimension at one point. Everyone says, oh, yep, Tom's crazy. Yep. Well, at least I admit it. That's what I'm saying then, right? Logic. So what does that mean? Well, anyway. Would you believe there's actually these structures in the future? Well, not a dimension, actually. Well, this is more accurate than anything. But, these are the most expensive apartments you can ever go to. Let me just say that. Little note. Yeah, nuclear power plant. And, first of all, before it's like, oh, you should get rid of that out of your city, it's gonna blow up. No! No! Fuck no. Hell, even Chernobyl, when it melted down, it literally melted. Did not explode. You were on fire, yes, because of the intense heat of the reactors. I.e., see that steam? Yeah, that steam. That's water vapor. And, as you can tell, we're generating so much, holy crap, electricity right now. It's not even funny. In fact, we actually can sell this. In Crossroads, you can do the same, if you know how. Actually, my friend, Resident Demon thinks these blow up. No! They don't! Oh my fucking god. In fact, like, the only way to fuck this thing up is if you use the wrong fucking fuel. Seriously. It also says right here, worker education level, safe, radiation level, none. It can currently capacitate about 1.8 milliwatts. If you recall, I don't know, a game called Factorio, if you can ever get to this high, holy crap. In fact, there's so many reactors in here, this is one of those other things. And right away, it actually says here, nuclear station, warning, restricted area. You know why? Is because of the heavy radiation that can come out. In fact, you can actually take a look at the radiation graph, which is known as clean. Look, it's white! No other color. It's clean because the employees know what they're doing. The only radiation that you do get is with asteroids for some odd reason. And okay. Yeah, it's just a structure. And then it will tell you how much wealth, there's air, electricity. See buildings that are actually underpowered, even air pollution, for crying out loud. And here's the air pollution itself that's going over here. In fact, everyone knows about certain pollutions. If you're not that really bright, you should note that the pollution that comes out of certain things, and this is actually up to scale almost, is how much industry makes. This is air pollution. We're going to look at ground pollution, or the water table's pollution level. The water polluted level: dry or full, clean to polluted. See how this area slowly is about, what about here ish? Yeah, right about here. So that means that area is partially polluted. The water that's being used is over here, which is completely clean, but I use what's known as a filtration pump. This will filter out the water from the ground in case of any pollutants that may be in it. You even see this crazy structure, which I kind of like it, but I also think it's ugly as fuck. Anyway, you also have a massive police station barracks. So when that mod I'm working on is done, I can have people invade my towns. In fact, this is actually what a crossroads type of police station will look like half the time when it's at capital state. Here's a university. Where'd that come from? Well, anyway, I just want to point out that free industrial power. Yeah, these can actually be constructed. Yeah. For crying out loud. Universities and safe spaces. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Great space station. Let's do that. Because I want to make a space station. Which we can't now because our Great Works, actually now we can actually make this into a spaceship thing. For some reason all the information decides to go over to the other side. See? My pretty face and everything. Work advisors, shipping advisors, you even have the low wealth income. What factories are providing things? Yes, freight, as it's known as. Like over here, which is doing okay. And you also have the capital, which is doing okay, surprisingly. And to have education, students. People are coming over from this town to come to the university, along with travel. You have passengers, buses. Actually, this is school buses, ferries, airship. You also have the power, which you can actually buy from nearby neighbors. Then you can actually sell or buy. In this case, you can actually send. Wow, that's actually a lot. What's going on here? You can even send recycling centers to them. Each town needs to be self-sufficient in some manner of a way. Also, fire departments, which is actually very important to actually have this, a hazmat truck. Hazmat does a lot. You also have general fire trucks, ladder, health, just ambulance. We have 17 ambulance on standby in this city. We also have 28 cops. Cars. That also means 2 cops are in each car. A detective van, we have 2. We also have a crime preventive unit. But this means is that they'll actually go and actually try preventing crime. We also have the police helicopter. Police are actually very important. And most people don't understand that when it comes down to it, and you don't have a gun and you don't have any training, they're the last defense from an invading army or something. The reason why I say that is that cops will come to the defense of the people, along with any Minutemen. Still Minutemen out there, like Preston Garvey says. Just not heard of them. Some people that are in parts of the government wants to get rid of that. Ever hear of the structure of power? Well, the keys of power. How the military will just allow someone to just, well, you know how in some games some people will actually let you walk by? No, seriously. You ever notice how the military is either too lazy all of a sudden or something? That means a key is betraying the leader. Ironically, that can be very bad. Full of people. In fact, our president actually has some keys that he's trying to keep in his keychain, along with some keys in other countries that he wants to keep. Even Hillary Clinton had keys in other places as well. Every leader has some keys that go into office. Here's the main Capitol building. The main Capitol. As you can tell, there's things to reduce pollution constantly. You also have every single major structure here that decided to do some cheating more. And you have a lot of resources here. In fact, most mega towers are having issues because they don't know what's going on. Need low wealth apartments. Okay, I get it. You also have the current trade port. The trading market, which is actually, what was it? You have the Great Workstation, which is going to be an airport. Notice how it's phase 1. The airport will actually provide tourism, or in this case, I like to call it the Titan Dock, meaning this will allow more people. Notice how it says the MRDF Last Stand, as in Gamepad. My friend, well, actually, Robbie decided to actually go and do a large extinction. Only problem is you can't do that. When you do that, it's bad. Guy hits Elise. Seriously. And no one argues with the people partially in charge. Sometimes, actually. In fact, all the advisors are actually much happy to actually talk to you. We have a love balloon. We also have what's being provided, what's being done, etc. These are all the major buildings, fully upgraded with all their stuff. The Empire State Building, for crying out loud. I even have the Trump Tower, for crying out loud. Trump should be pleased that his tower is actually in the MRDF, because it's such a cool building. I like it. Even though it was colossal failure in some places, but still, it's pretty cool. And business is great. Though he should be happy. Our business needs more tourists. Lovely. Along with the main Capitol building. Technically, this building is supposed to be bigger with a mod, but the mod doesn't want to work right now. But this is pretty much the Capitol. capital has both the education building and it's fully operational. Here's a trading HQ. This is a global trading capital thingy. This is also the gas refinery corporate. This is Omega Corporation, which allows some really cool stuff to happen. You also have our handy dandy electronics queue. As you can tell, this is just grabbing pollution from the air. Metalworks. Yeah, there's multiple buildings here. It kind of looks like a prison when I think of it. Just make a pun. So, yeah. Of course, in different times, every structure looks different. Or, in this case, the design of it. I know this doesn't really seem sufficient or efficient enough. I kind of don't really care on certain sufficiency in the capital, but I do care on how nature works. Kind of strange how that works, right? Nature. Well, it's the current spending of the region budget. How much money is produced. All politicians need money. Well, actually, all cities need money. All areas have particular money. Follow road guidelines. So, technically, since we're using SimCity, we also have the other game. Down we have an air scrubber. Increases there. So, what's funny is you can actually build outward. Of course, we have a resource here, which this resource is actually very popular. It's actually called oil, which is used in pretty much almost everything so far. One guy's like, "Oh, it's like, no. Before you start talking, I just want to let you know that where you got that thingamabob, yes, that thing that you're holding right there, yes, that thing you're holding right now, yes, I'm breaching the fourth wall right now, but that thing you're holding, the thing that you're using, yes, the thing that's right in front of you, the thing that you're holding, you're touching, yes, that is made out of oil, partially silicon and other things. In fact, the what's it called there? The Factorial game I play actually has Bob in it. Guy named Bob's like, what the hell is he talking about? What I'm saying is we have a thing called Bob's mod, which really is exciting because it actually shows how to actually make the actual stuff. Sometimes it has almost all the ingredients there. The other part you should know is that, as you can tell, we have a train here that doesn't go anywhere. And of course, we're going to need some stuff here. Like, I don't know, power? Yes, we're going to need to buy some power. I'm going to buy everything. Actually, having the town already here, we can actually shut off buildings. Hello? Following safety protocols. Following safety protocols is what the designers and engineers originally have. See how this thing's going up and down? It's actually pumping water from the downground aquifers, making it close to the ocean. This, the more closer something is, the more interesting it is. We also have something called a sewage outflow pipe. Some cities and towns will actually use these. This will also create ground pollution. In fact, I'll put it here just to demonstrate. This, of course, will automatically function after a while.
Well, why did used in buildings become sewage and travel under the roads to be dumped out here? When sewage enters the ground, it becomes ground pollution, a major source of sickness. An outlet search is a dirty solution for a dirty problem. Avoid ground pollution by getting a sewage treatment plant.
This is a sewage treatment plant, and this is a sewage sanitizer. This is what we have right now. Something like this is normally in the future. I'm going to temporarily shut off these buildings. This is what we have right now. This is automatically hiring. Let's go look at the information here.
Our sewage treatment plant will clean sewage and before dumping it into the environment. If there is too much sewage for the tanks to hold, we have to dump it out without cleaning it. Add more tanks to increase in capacity.
Right away, there's already an error. Why is that? The error we have is actually because we have a sewage treatment plant. This right here is saying we don't need to have it. We can shut this off, and we can use this treatment. Some places will actually use this. The only reason why this is still active here is it's keeping the pumps inside the sewage active. My friend Ange doesn't understand that where sewage goes, it can't stay inside this for too long. We also have this thing here. Angie. So, sewage treatment, which is actually sold sometimes to be treated, which is ironically is actually a huge profit margin for most places, will actually do stuff. Now, ground pollution can be battled in several ways, from environment cleanups to even have to harvest water in the area if you have to. I recommend not to, but that's all up to you. Creation of power. We actually have one that requires an actual right here in the ocean. This will automatically give us a few things. Let's shut this off. Let's shut this off too, but I'm actually going to raise taxes. Every politician says we're going to lower taxes, but instead, most politicians need to please the bank. Someone says,
Oh, that's just patriarchy.
oh wow, I can do that voice really well now. Actually, the reason why banks give out a loan of how much money that there should be. Yes. So your little brand new car there, technically a really really heavy investors go here, actually go in and actually purchase, well, not really purchase, more online to get stuff. In fact, in the future, well, most dimensions or whatever, loans are actually considered to be very strange and considered to be life debts. Now, I'm going to switch over to another view now. Yes, look at that. You get to see the awesomeness. You get to see my Steam library. Yeah, well, actually, Origin library. This is my Steam library. But you're not supposed to see that stuff yet. Anyway, we have some things I want to actually show you. Factorio is a best example of environmental stuff. And I've been playing it constantly, so yeah. It's using OBS. So let's go to OBS and switch to Factorio, which isn't appearing. There we go. Never mind. There we go. So here we are in Factorio. And holy crap, the screen just changed. Let me fix that. There. What? What? Hold on. Yeah, it's like low like this, but it's really like this. I don't get it. I really don't. But anyway, later on, there's something that's supposed to be like prospectors or something. I don't know. But there's like a whole team full of prospectors at one point that completely got their asses handed to them. It was kind of funny. But okay, today's mods. Well, actually, at 3 a.m. we have asteroid mining, base mod. Some really cool stuff in here, including Overmine, which provides more interactive with those resources to evolve. So that means, yeah, we just turn fun into Ultima. Let's go load up my game, which I decided to cheat because, oh my god, this is Tiberium. Yes. We have something from Command & Conquer in here. And yes, it actually does damage to you, which I'm not going to walk into because I kind of don't want to die. And I have figured out how to make a lot of stuff before I decided to put in cheat mode. In fact, cheat mode was the only thing I actually put for the credit thing. Yeah, credits up here. Sure, this is getting it. Okay, so half of the video is like cut. So, my factory. Someone's probably... OCD is probably be like, oh my god! Yeah. Anyway. Holy crap, I'm actually tired now. Wow. Friends tell me, you should go to bed, Tom. Because, you know, yeah, just having issues still. Anyway, look at all this coal. I could block up the Ku Klux Klan, which contains most odd ends amount of black people, actually, which is kind of strange and very, very racist of me, which I acknowledge. And I'm also now wondering how many people are going to be pressing that report button, or YouTube's going to be like, "This is misleading. There's a whole fucking belt full. There's a whole fucking thing of coal here." That's not misleading. I'm literally saying there's a whole belt full of coal. These chests have... these wooden chests have coal in it. This thing here has coal. This thing has carbon in it. Frickin' carbon! It's like solar frickin' roadways, which is actually kind of a bad idea, actually. No, seriously. If you ever try, if you put in a bad way, you put a bad solar panel in or something, the whole system breaks. Like, I'm not even kidding. That guy, what was his name, Thunderfoot? He was right. Solar frickin' roadways was a bad idea. There's also this other thing, which is actually interesting research. As you can tell, I have a whole factory here. I can actually go to map mode. Let's see, this red stuff is pollution. And then down these little bastards here are actually biters. And I actually use... wow, more Tiberium. Oh wait, that's uranium. Okay. I'm actually excited to see uranium program once. Because this... see the big amount? That's just regular Tiberium. That's the actual original Tiberium. The big amounts. The little amounts is actually Tiberium that spawned. Yes, Tiberium grows. One person just says, ha! Actually, there's actually a disclaimer that says Tiberium may end up taking over your world if you're not handling it. So I decided the black market mod automatically puts us to 100 credits. Ironically, that's the same amount that's worth in Command & Conquer. No, I'm serious. I have Command & Conquer on Origin. No one believes me, do they? They don't believe me. I don't feel like changing games right now. And Tiberium does the same exact shit as the other Command & Conquer games. They break stuff. Yeah. And as you can tell, these things continues to harvest. And in fact, I want to actually try this. Okay, I can start selling. I can do sell now. That's empty. That's empty. Sell now. Let's see here. Sell now. Sell now. You can sell. Oh, here we go. Sell now. Sell now. Sell now. The reason why I'm not touching it directly is because it's actually very toxic and you can actually take damage. I am not kidding. Tiberium, now I have more fear for it. I'm more terrified of it, and now I see why there's so much urgent and why everyone was freaking out more when Tiberium crystals started growing. Oh, here's the research menu. There's also near inserters, inserter carrying bonus, and there's like more as you go. Acquires, like it even tells you like around here about acquires, and I kind of want to actually start researching lists at some point, but I want to actually research advanced stuff soon. But I kind of want to get piercing rounds. So yeah. By the way, everyone's like, "What are you talking about?" Simple. This game allows you to have weapons so you can deal with the biters. The biters, on the other hand, they rather see you burn than anything. Like you have another race, right? That's completely stuff. And I'm very, very nervous of getting too close on this stuff. And then, by the way, the stuff does take damage over time. You can't actually sell that. There we go. And you can actually edit the market value tabs, but I have it set out the great exchange price. That's default. Shut up, Al. And of course, over time, you'll have production lines. See, see what I tell you? It automatically takes damage. It will be the boxes. I love how he has this code. I love how the mod developer set up the code where you need to pretty much I'm just gonna take that out because I don't want to fix it every 5 seconds. And I love how this game is now, because now I get to play with a series that now died thanks to EA's greed, which is really tragic actually, because I was trying to get my sister involved, so she didn't really understand it, but she kind of get the idea. Gotta kind of have them started working on generals actually. And of course you automatically see how it's doubled here, and these are not all doubled, so I gotta actually start working on that now. Now to start doubling stuff, you actually require a splitter, which I am going to more of, which I can just shift click to get infinite. Now you have this. And we just press R to do some of the stuff. Actually, I do a tutorial series on this. I swear the recording software hates me or something. As you can tell, we just spent a good couple of moments just trying to get this thing set up. And what's even more funny is messing up belts. There's some people that are actually known as factorial griefers. Yeah. You thought Minecraft griefers were bad? You'll have people that just randomly shoot structures, destroy production lines, everything. And they think it's hilarious, just the most hilarious thing, too. Which I kind of don't see the haha in it too much, because it's like, haha, I destroyed your stuff, haha. There's nothing you can do about it. My response is, why are you even here? If you're not going to help me out trying to, like it even says, try helping out and try solving for X. Yes, I literally put a math question in. You know how funny that is? Like, some math teachers are like, oh, kudos to you, Tom. Yeah. And the reason why I did that is because I want to see if anyone was paying attention. Yeah. And when it says solve X, you have to actually solve the puzzle I have. It's surprise puzzles! And most puzzles I have are mainly logic puzzles. Actually, I bet the well, this guy named John on a thing saying, if you can solve this, I'll give you this right here. If you can solve it. He did 4 hours of trying to figure out how to solve this thing. He failed so hard. It was hilarious. I'm going to say it was cheat mode now. Which, you can't just do that. You need to do... Can't see. Where's my light? Here we go. Dyslexia. Yay. So now, I can actually play normally. I really wanted the trade things, because this Tiberium here, over time it gets quite big actually. No, serious. This field right here is growing. If you don't see it, it's slowly growing. In fact, if you use a radar, yeah, the little thing here now says resources now being crafted, will actually tell you something off. In fact, I normally keep this near my power, so yeah, right away this will start revealing the area slowly. It also lets you know about certain things too. Your field of view, actually, because your field of view is what's in the center half the time. And I kind of really don't like that too much. You see this part right here, but the map isn't revealing it yet because I haven't stepped over there. There's chunks in this game, just like Minecraft. Why am I comparing it to Minecraft? Is because it's close to the same coding of how certain things are coded. Programmer talk, apparently. No one understands that. It's really just stuff. Anyway, yeah. So, okay, so more on time travel, because I have a feeling someone's like, get back to time travel. I want to know about this. And I was experimenting on a few things. My friend's like, we should go to asshole land. I'm like, Korea? It's like, no! Like, most people are like, wait. The actual Koreans are like, what the fuck is he talking about? That fucking American! Oh, I'm gonna fucking put bamboo sticks up his face! Yeah. Angry much? But I kind of have a slight point to something. Is, some places are really bad. Actually, now I think of it, there was actually this dimension I went to that had, what's it called? Those people with the A's on them? Yeah. Let's just say they had their own organization, like a bigger organization than most places. And it was like Soviet Russia, but worse. Now someone's like, what? An actual, what's his face? What that face says? What? How? Wait, what? No, seriously, it's quite entertaining when someone's like, wait, what? It's like, the way that you want to live, the way that you desire, is technically based off of several principles that you don't actually understand, actually. College grads like, I went to college! I did a studies degree. I'm like, oh, you're gonna work at Starbucks. That's tragic. It's such a interesting degree for Starbucks. Well, seriously, it's like the only place that you'll actually get a job in there sometimes, if you're lucky. You go to a trade school, on the other hand, at least you'll get hired right away. Good percentage of the time. Unless you're from another country, but some business people don't really care. Just another maid or another butler or another gardener sometimes. See how I just did that? Get what I just did? I know someone in the audience must have like, oh, I see what he's saying. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Out of everything, just sometimes fucked. Of course, it's a job. Make capital in this case. Ironically, capital. Yeah. Then the guys are like, oh, that's part of patriarchy. Stop it with this patriarchy. Do you even know what that word means? For Christ's sake. Oh. Why do we even use this? Anyway. It's just... There's a dimension that feminists really controlled everything. Yeah. Hey, feminists. You want to know more about this? Listen closely. So, in this dimension, some feminists were actually very controlling. More than before. The problem is, it had some really messed up stuff to it. That messed upness kind of made me very uneasy and really wanting to leave. Because, you know, this place is scary. What's even more worse is that I'd rather deal with Trump supporters than these people. Yeah, I said it. I'd rather deal with them than the actual feminist army. Or in this case, ever watched that that movie, The Demolition Man? It's kind of like that, actually. After when I actually decided to say, you know what, I'm gonna fight back. The cops were like, you're doing what? I'm like, I'm fighting back. I refuse. Then they're like, I have to firmly say you need to actually you're under arrest. I'm like, for what? For not agreeing with her. I'm like, first of all, she wants me to date her, pay for everything. In fact, she wants me to buy her a house. I don't even know her. And second of all, she wants me to marry her. But here's the ironic part. I don't know her, and I'm gay. Does that make you a bit nervous, officer? The officer's like, well then, I guess she's being completely sexist. That means we have to. The girl's like, I'm going to put this on Twitter. And apparently, Twitter is like a death sentence for everyone. Apparently, yeah. A lot of people on Twitter are like, whoa, yeah. And right away, it's kind of messed up. Some of these dimensions are really messed up. In fact, you do like a whole cartoon series. In fact, about them. Some person's like, are you still taking your meds? Like, what does that have to do with anything right now? I'm trying to discuss dimensional travel. Time travel is the more pain in the ass part. And why the hell do you want to go travel into another timeline when you know you can just travel to another dimension and experience the same thrill as Thriller? And some guy's like, I don't fucking care. Then just yeah. I just realized it's like oil like right in this general area right down here. Right here. Oh crap, another one of those things. It's like haha. I'm like haha yourself. It's like, oh, I get my army. I'm like, what army? The people, like, look. There's a fine line of understanding time and space. Another part of it is learning when to stop. You ever hear the principle? If you actually provoke it, it will kill you. Yeah. Now we're gonna start making a tree. Tech tree, yay! Oh, and I hate making these because this drives me nuts. Figuratively. So we're gonna be making. Oh, we can't make that a filter inserter. What? So I have to. And I need to make. I have to get solder, don't I? Yep. That's why I originally cheated in these, just to sell. One guy's like, "Oh, you cheated." My friend Remy's like, "Ha, you suck." But actually, I'm more worried about the biters because they tend to camp everywhere. Doesn't matter. They camp. This is their planet after all. Not mine. Not until it was created. Another one too. Fuck my life. Then you also have this here, which is silicon, which is actually quartz. But oh my god, this is most likely used in a lot of stuff. In fact, the device you're using to watch this video. In fact, remember what I was explaining earlier? Yeah. Also have corporations too that also will buy research patches. Actually, there was a little test I was doing on Twitter with Donald Trump. I said, "Oh, found a big, huge ore patch. Donald Trump, would you like to invest?" He says, "Sure." I'm like, "Okay, you're now invested. I'll let you know of what's going on." He's like, "What?" And he's like, "I didn't put down any money." I'm like, "Don't worry, I'm just trying something." I think it was the real Donald Trump. I don't know. Person on Twitter. Oh my god, that's a huge quartz area. Oh, wow, that's a huge deposit. And that's silicon, and it's a freaking base. That's huge. It's like so big. Zinc. Oh, you know, zinc can be made with. What was it? Why they add the minimap here? Because you can actually get lost really quickly. And here's tin! That is so far away though. Because I need actual tin and lead. Which lead is actually made out of granite, which is a really pain in the butt resource to find. So here's this, which I need to make power lines to go to it. I want to actually research power lines. Oh wow, that mod actually does work. If you're too far away from your lab, it doesn't work. Oh, never mind. Just had to press it 2 times. So I probably should research this, because this would actually help. And if I actually look at it carefully, we can actually make power paths, as I call them, but they're called power floor tiles, which allow you to make traps, which zappy zap zap. This allows you to make circuit boards, everything else, ghost. What? And this pretty much allows you to do more stuff, and then it goes all the way down to iron cannon, which I'm really wanting to actually use on a few biter nests, actually, which we can actually use in game 2, actually, because this is in God mode, and I'm not afraid of dying in this one. So we actually have our Tiberium. This was actually a Tiberium field at one point, but this thing just decided to harvest it all. But you can actually go to your handy dandy blueprints, which for some odd reason they don't appear besides this tech lab thing that's here, and I'm now very horrified. So no, really. And as you can tell, we can actually travel. Get some gold ore. And his wait, they're not affected by this, aren't they? Damage dealt. Huh, well, look at that. That those rocks and ore, which is used to make bronze. What's this? Oh, a tree farm. Random gun turret with some wooden chest in it. Of course, you have this right here. Nickel. And here's that lead ore and some gems here. It's kind of funny when you play games with politicians, but play it where they understand it. In fact, I highly recommend Donald Trump playing this game, actually. Could we make a petition, actually, to him to play this game for like an hour or longer, but don't inform him? Oh my god, hatchery. It'd be nice if they changed this. Holy crap. This was just spam, by the way. A random gate. Some gold and bauxite. I have an idea. Let's. Wow, that's disgusting. What's this? Radar system, a turret. Some more tin ore. Let's go make something nasty. So first off, what we need to do is actually go to the play area, which we have to because that's where we have the most stuff, and I'm just revealing the map right now as I get the equipment that we need to make some biters' lives miserable. There's also the uplink station that we should also get, and then we're going to also have to actually make some components. Yeah. Because, you know, game, too much, anyway. So, and then we have, ooh, some random, things here. Notice how it's a different color? Known as failed factories. So now we have the, I'll put this on the power paths. Uplink station. Sandbox mode detected. No need for a satellite uplink station in sandbox tutorial. And now we have this thing, which eats power like no tomorrow. Okay, so the major thing it needs is these 3 items, which are surprisingly actually expensive. Because in order to make this stuff, we actually have to do some other things. In fact, I'll just get level 6 machines because why the hell not? It goes down to it, NASA has a huge budget. And I would like some of that muns to make my VR machine. But that's not going to happen because I know the United States would like to use their money for other things besides some mysterious people. In fact, you actually have the low density structure, rocket fuel, instead of the rocket control system, which you can actually put in, and if we put in a few things here, we can actually make this thing go holy crap fast. Remember, in campaign you can't normally do this unless you cheat. Remember, it will disable achievements on you, and it will disable stuff, and it will even say in the save that you cheated. And now we have that. See how fast that was? So now it's just waiting for the rocket control center, which we now actually put this down. It's even more fun is the system is here, which we're collecting more stuff because this thing is offline. This thing is currently making, let's see here, let's go about 100 just to make, okay. This is all Tiberium. This is more Tiberium, and Tiberium can be sold, can be do all this other stuff, but we're gonna make a spaceship to make an iron cannon, which gives us pretty much the same thing. I'm actually gonna head to bed now. Hate to say it, but yeah. This is the mod that allows you to see all the new in this case random base things with defenses. It still works. It's a pretty cool mod. You should go subscribe to this guy. Actually, you should go follow him or her. I don't know. I can't think right now. My brain's fried right now. But anyway. Oh, and a little note. Here's the rules with time travel. Never, ever kill someone. That's pretty much it. And another one is don't date your mom, or past that, when she was younger, or do anything with your parents. And for the love of God, don't make paradoxes or the Murphy effect. I swear to God, I gotta find Mr. Kabulo and rip his head off. I know it sounds violent and all, but his head grows back. He's the one that caused the, well, let's just say a certain book to be spelled differently. Okay? So I gotta go find him and stop him before he makes anything else happen. Oh my god, he switched Looney Tunes. Okay, I gotta go now. See you later.